Hello everybody out there, Mike here, and welcome back to the other episode of the top 5 weekly comic covers that I'll be doing for the whole month of March 2026. If you want to know the whole details of why I'm doing just a month, you can check out the last video because I talked about that when I did the month of February. So without further ado, let's get started with the top 5 weekly comic covers that I chose for March 2026. And these covers I'm going to show on this tablet right here came out on the week of March 5th. And we're going to start off with the top number 5, Autumn Kingdom, the Wrathbound Queen, issue number 2, which is the cover B variant Itto cover. And what I like about this cover is that, the artwork looks really mosaic-like with the way the colors were used in this one, and talking about the character as well. So, and also that has two swords in her hand, not just one. That one looked really, really awesome right there. And just the colors itself just caught my eye for it to be number 5 for that one. Top number 4 is Absolute Flash, issue number 12, the cover B variant Carlo Pagulan cover of the DC All-In. And what I like about this cover is that when you see the Flash cover and when it has like all those little lightning things around it, it shows, because he has like the super speed, like it really looks amazing, especially in the city that's in the background as well. So with two of those, it says cool right there, and just the lightning bolt around the character of Flash is just really excellent for that one, for the Flash. Number 3 goes to Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Racing Crossworld, issue number 1, one-shot cover A, regular Ryan Jampole cover. Now, I have met Ryan Jampole when I went to New York Comic Con years ago, and when I saw that his cover was mentioned, I looked at it and I said, yes, this cover is really good. You got Sonic, Shadow, Tails, and Dr. Eggman, who are on the Grand Prix Raceway, and looks like a dinosaur is on the loose, or actually on the way of attacking you. And Sonic, I love Sonic, and I read the comic book of that as well. And if you're a classic Sonic fan, definitely this will be the cover, as well as Ryan Jampole cover. Does really amazing artwork in the Sonic comic books. Now this one was number 2, close to being number 1, but this is my choice for number 2. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, issue number 23. The cover F variant, Ivan Talavera Venom cover, Legacy issue number 987 of Death Spiral Part 2. You have Mary Jane, who has the symbiote of Venom, and like when you see the symbiote and then seeing the person underneath the symbiote, this is what made it really excellent of that cover of just Venom and as Mary Jane. Like, it screams out for that. But nothing could beat this top number 1 that I chose for that week. And that one was Lost Fantasy, issue number 8, the cover A, regular Luca Casalanguia 1 cover of this. And the reason why I chose this as my number 1 pick, you have, again, it's the sword and the lightning bolt in the background that definitely screamed, yes, Mike, this is your number 1 pick, this is what I choose, and enough said right there for that to be number 1. So I'm just going to hold it to the camera for a little while, because that's going to be one of the 4 of the top 1 covers, because remember, there could be only 1 cover of the month, so that's the first cover for the top number 1, so remember that. Because now we're going to be going on to the next week's March of the comic covers. These top 5 comic covers I'm going to show you for these came out on March 11th. And we're going to start off with Archie X Army of Darkness issue number 2. The cover B variant Bill Galvin cover. Now when you see Archie and Army of Darkness right there, you have 2 of the main characters that are on this cover. And since I know both these characters very well in the comic book series, this one was like just something else, where Archie has all these little minions going after him, and then you have Ash that's in the that's gonna try to get rid of him because he has that one arm for a chainsaw, and it was like classic of that artwork, and definitely had to go for number 5. This next one also was very nice. Spider-Man Meals to Astonish issue number 1, one shot, cover C variant, Giuseppe Camuncoli cover. Now what I like about this cover is that you have all of the Marvel heroes together around the table. You have Spider-Man, Storm, Captain America, Wolverine, even Venom that's at the head of the table. And just seeing the togetherness of superheroes, because superheroes can have dinner with each other also. And also anti-heroes, because Venom is known to be an anti-hero. But yeah, just seeing that with all of them around the table, I had to choose this one for my comic cover. Number 3 goes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 6, Issue 16, the cover B variant, Kevin Eastman and Ben Bishop cover. Now, I love the artwork of this one also, like from Kevin Eastman and the Ben Bishop cover. This one was really amazing. Classic days of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You have Raphael and Casey Jones on the cover. Enough said, in my opinion, the best duo team you could have in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. But the way the artwork looked of Kevin Eastman and Ben Bishop, you have those two together, you sold me on this cover for that. And it was great to see that from back in the days also for the Ninja Turtles. Number 2 goes to Sonya Reborn, issue number 6. Cover A regular Steven Stajapin. If I say his name wrong, I do apologize. They're just hard to pronounce, some of them. CJ cover. Now, what I like about this one is Red Sonja on her throne, and yes, on the bottom of her foot is a head that she cut off, because that's what Red Sonja does. She's a warrior, and she does all these things. And I like the gold in the background with the skull on one side of the chair. So that artwork screamed out, yes, that's number 2. But it will not outbeat this number 1 pick that I chose for that week. And that goes to Masters of the Universe, The Sword of Flaws, issue number 4. The cover B variant, Dan Earls cover. And once again, you have that sword, you have the lightning bolt in the background, and with He-Man as He-Man, with other stuff added to it, yeah. Excellent and epic as the number 1 pick for that week of March 11th to go up against the other number 1 pick that I chose for March 5th. So now we're going to go into the next top 5 section, and these top 5 covers came out on the week of March 18th. And we're going to start off with number 5, Kill All Immortals, issue number 3, the cover B variant, Dan Quindana cover. And what I like about this cover is that it has a woman on there with the 2 mini swords, or 2 medium-sized swords, I would say. And she gives you that look of saying, don't mess with me or else you're going to get the swords. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, just don't kill me that I put you at number 5. So yeah, but I put that as number 5 for that cover. Number 4 is Absolute Flash, issue number 13, the cover B variant, Carlo Pangulayan cover of the DC All-In. And what I like about this cover is that it has like a almost realistic art to it. You have Flash, who's tying his shoe, it looks like, and getting ready to run, along with the sun. I like the sun that's in the background, that's shining through with the city buildings in the background as well, to add to that touch to that. So all that effort of the art got me for that one as number 4. Number 3, and this is a comic book I'm reading actually, Planet She-Hulk, issue number 5, the cover B variant, Ashley Wither She-Hulk cover. And this one, if you've been reading the Planet She-Hulk, it gives you a better understanding of why this cover I chose is amazing. Because she has like a sword in hand, ready to go up against things. It kind of gives you like that gladiator feel to it with the outfit that she's wearing. You know, with all the armor on and everything. And She-Hulk's just ready to go and ready to battle. So I put that as my number 3 pick for that. Number 2, and this was also another close one, almost number 1, but I gave it number 2. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, issue number 24. The cover D variant Lee Bermejo, Amazing Visions cover of Legacy 988, Dead Spiral Part 4. And what I like about this cover is the realistic touches that I had to it, and just Spider-Man going up against Carnage, and Carnage looks badass in this one, of the artwork in the background. I think that's like a church, so if the bell goes off, then the sonic sounds affects the symbiote of Carnage and or Venom, or symbiote in general, basically. But I just like the realistic artwork that was in this one, and it gave me that feel of that. But number 1 for that week goes off to Darkness, Volume 4, Issue number 4, the cover B variant Bruno Amnius and Neil Carvantis cover. And what do I love about this comic cover? Let me tell you. This guy has like a Shredder mask on, but not only that, you have like these snake-like things and gremlins on the bottom, like all surrounding him, and the city behind him. This said awesome and epic for number 1. And I know I say awesome and epic for number 1s because this one is the one that caught my eye the most out of all the top 5 comic covers. And that is the 3rd comic cover that's going to be going up against the other 2 comic covers that were shown for number 1. And we're going to be going off to now the other top 5, the last week of March. March 25th of these top 5 comic covers. And we're going to start off with this number 5. Tomb Raider Sacred Artifacts issue number 3. Art by Antonio DiCaprio of that one. And I do read this comic book where she's in a cave with this woman who goes off on an adventure with her. And she's just I like how she's like doing that exploring of the cave. You have the classic guns that she has, along with the classic look. And with the woman in the background that's helping her, adds other awesome stuff. And it makes you want to read this comic book, actually, when you look at this comic cover. So that was very intriguing and definitely caught my eye as a Tomb Raider fan as well. Next one goes to Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 18, cover C variant Kendrick Kanaki Lim cover, DC All In. And look at this sword that Wonder Woman has. Like look how big that is. That's like really, really huge. It kind of gives you like what it reminds me of Cloud from Final Fantasy. That sword looks just like it. And Absolute Wonder Woman just holding that in that stance right there is enough said for why it should be my number 4 pick. Love the artwork also, by the way, for this one. Number 3 goes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder issue number 6, the cover C variant Kreese, I think, Lee cover of Shredder right there. And what I like about this cover is that you have Shredder and the flames, all that surround him and the city. Like, it's kind of like saying it looks like he won something. And then, as a villain, of course, in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, it just shows Shredder just like, he takes over something and is the ruler. Which is what it looks like in this cover. Epic pose right there, I must say, for that as well. Number 2 goes to DC Marvel's Superman Spider-Man number 1 one-shot. Cover C variant Raphael Albuquerque cover. And Superman and Spider-Man in a comic book. Both my number 1 favorite superheroes. Is the reason why I chose that. And it's really nice to see Superman and Spider-Man working together, because years ago we had a Superman Spider-Man comic book, and just seeing this returning to the now is awesome, and it makes it even more awesome to read, and this artwork says it amongst itself, just awesome, of these 2 number one favorite superheroes of mine. But it cannot beat this number one pick that I have chose for that week, which is Marvel Knights Punisher number 4, cover C incentive, Lucio Perello variant cover. And what I like about this, it kind of gives you like a movie poster-esque like. And you have the Punisher, a little bit blood on there, but he has a gun and he's ready to punish things. And it's like so much is going through his mind. It's like you can actually read his mind of saying like what he's thinking of and what he's going to do to get his revenge on the people. And that's the Punisher. Just punishes things. And that definitely deserved that number one pick. So, what was the comic cover that won that month? I'm glad you asked, because I do have the winner for the cover of the month winner, and going into the pool of the 12-month verses of the best cover of the months. But for this one, I gave it to Master of the Universe, The Sword of Flaws, issue number 4, the cover B variant, Dan Earl's cover. And this was a really tough choice that I had between this one and the other one, and Darkness. But I had to think long and hard which one was going to be the best. And after about maybe 10-15 minutes of thinking about it, this is my definite cover of the month for the month of March 2026. So congratulations, this is the winner for March. And with that, everybody, that is my top 5 weekly comic covers for March 2026. So come back for next video, because for the month of April, there are not going to be 4, but 5 comic cover weeks. And you're not going to want to miss that right after this video of that. So until next time, I'm Mike saying that I will see you guys in another video of the top 5 weekly comic covers. See you later.